It look like? Throw it in the pot, see if it cook right. Salute, salute, J. Will, Yogis, yo. Patrick Caruther, salute, bro. Axe, Ladybug in the building. Fire Fuego, shut up and react. You know what I'm saying? Just got out the can, Urban Max, while the Billy's beef. Nope. I ain't beefing with nobody. These dudes ain't no Billies. Ela Delgado, salute. Papa Song Money, salute. E-Dog, salute. Official JB, salute. We in the building. I got another classic today. You know what I'm saying? Definitely got another classic. You know? Nothing but another classic. And another one. Lucifer Brim. Rap. Salute. You know what I'm saying? Salute. Back Young Guns. That's my peoples right there. YG's in the building. Rap. Jason Acosta. Wash Heights is in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Saint Nick. You know what I'm saying? Reginald Brown. Reginald Brown was popping. Reginald Brown, brat, all the time. Benny Blanco, you heard? Yeah, man. Papote. Oh, yeah. I be knowing. You heard? Yeah, man, been interesting, man. First of all, I just want to say about the remember when I showed y'all the video when the doctor was talking about the hydroxychloroquine. I'm let you know right now, it works. Fire Fuego, they saying yeah, they say I'm everybody, you heard? According to them, I got like 1 million troll pages. You know what I'm saying? According to them. Adrian Padilla, salute. Yeah, they stay doing that, talking about I'm this dude and that. They said I was William Silver. They said I was a whole bunch of. They always, if a dude really sits down and he ain't got nothing better to do, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, well, I don't see him here. All he's doing is surmising. He ain't getting no evidence. That's like a person saying that a person got caught beating off or something. Let me just explain something to people, man. When you locked up, there's a difference between the feds and the state. In the state, when you get into something, basically you lose your good time, but you can go to the time allowance committee and get your good time back. In the feds, once you lose it, that's a wrap. They push your whole date back, which means they won't send you to a halfway house. If they do send you to a halfway house, it'll be for a little bit of time, but you're doing more time in jail. So I don't think that's smart. You know what I'm saying? The white bull terrier, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Facts, Richard D. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference. So when a person says that a person got caught doing this and that, that means that the person got a slug. So when the person got a slug, that means he pushed his time back, he didn't get to come out. So my whole thing with that is, I ain't ever caught a ticket in jail. Not in the other jurisdiction. In the state, yeah, I ain't ever caught a ticket. None. I've been put on an investigation, kicked out of certain spots, but no slugs. You see what I'm saying? So in order for you to validate that a person did that and the third and this, you got this bozo, Corey Queen. You know what I mean? She like to go on she like to go make videos and say, yeah, I got somebody that witnessed it. You tell me you got somebody that witnessed a man with his joint in his hand jerking? You gotta come up with something better. Salute, Iraq 152. Salute. Baka. Yeah. So yo, I got a classic today. Facts, White Bull Terrier. Salute. And on Pistol Game, salute to the audience and my love. One thing I am going to say is it works. The pills that they're talking about, it does work. I mean, Donald Trump put it out there. He wasn't lying. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's always good to do your research on things before you indulge into it. So, research is a must. There's Camp. What up, baby boy? You been at? Joe Merce. What up, Joe Merce? Yeah, so you gotta be careful with those things. You know what I mean? But it does work. And if you really need it, you gotta pay for it. They don't give it to you on no insurance. You gotta put up that bread. Just letting people know who don't know. Bless Jordan L. Bay, salute. If you got bread and you pay for it, Crispy Chris, yow, and you pay for it, they'll give you, you know what I mean? You'll be good. The doctor told me not to blow any spots up, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna say that Trump been saying that all along, but they've been giving him crap. Yeah, I mean, you gotta give Donald Trump his props, bro. The man went and did what no other president has ever done. He went and blew up the spot that there is a cure. You know what I mean? So you know they're gonna be tight. It's called hydrochloroquine and what's that? Z-Pack, right? And yeah, it's a Z-Pack. It's called azithromycin. You know what I'm saying? It's for a bunch of stuff. It's for what's that called when you arthritis? It's for malaria. It's for a bunch of stuff. You feeling good, right, Pistol Gang? I'm glad to see you feeling good, bro. That's what's up, man. Yeah, bless Jordan L. Bay. I'm good. You know what I mean? What happened was, I'm very anal about the stuff I touch in the supermarkets, and I don't care if it's a bag of chips. When I come to the crib, I'm taking that bag of chips and I'm washing it before I open it. No lie. I'm washing the chips, the bag of chips. Before I open it, I'm putting it under the water with soap and all that, and I'm washing it. I'm not just gonna open it like that. Palato, what up, baby boy? J King 137, you heard? You know what I mean? So I'm just letting you know, that it does work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad to see a lot of people are feeling better that would type sick up in here. You know what I'm saying? Facts, Pistol Game. I'm glad to see you feeling better. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to see y'all feeling better. And today we got to go into this class. Now, if y'all notice behind me, you're right, because even the ones who put food on the shelf might not be clean. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. For example, they had a supermarket out here and somebody had it. If that person had it, you don't know because I know I worked in the supermarket before. Salute, James Kills. And I know that a lot of cashiers help the stock workers. For example, when they're doing throwbacks, meaning the stuff that the customers ain't have enough money to pay for or change their mind at the last minute, that gets put in a cart or sometimes under the register. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And Vincent Rodriguez, salute. Ladybug done shot somebody. Ladybug done got the first shot off.
We did.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When the Mozos come in here, they don't know, man. They need to understand, man. I smacked fire out of both of them. Corey Queen and Amy. They both ass busters. But yeah, like I was saying, right? So whoever that was, he getting all those francs. Make sure he leave nice and full. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bullets Gotti too. Bullets Gotti, don't let nobody tell you that they gonna send anybody or saying that they got power like that to do anything to you because of some stupid video that they saw from before. They got no power. They ain't built like that, man. You know what I'm saying? They ass. But yeah, salute. Eddie Ed in the building. Yo, Eddie Ed, you probably know about this. So behind me is a train tunnel, an abandoned train tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Now, the reason we got an abandoned train tunnel in the background is because we're doing a little researching onto what is under New York City. Yo, you're gonna be wilding out when you. There's a lot of history under New York City. Firstborn Twice at 96th Street. Nah, actually, Firstborn Twice, they're not allowed to use this tunnel here. Yo, shout out White Bull Terrier. What? White Bull Terrier, yes. This tunnel is the tunnel that Franklin D. Roosevelt used to take under the city to get where he had to go to. Yes, Lucifer Brim, New York City is a city built on an old city. That is correct. You know, and yeah, and for presidents, that's a fact. Presidents use it too. Well, used to use it. Because now they don't got to do the underground stuff anymore. Because now they got 4 or 5 SUVs in front and 5 in the back. Harlem in the building. Salute Harlem. Harlem. You know what I'm saying? John M. Salute. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So remember, we was talking about yeah, I be knowing Rich Allen. They just mad because I put in more work than they did and they soft. But yo, listen to this. The train is still down there. Oh, Adrian Padilla said they use it for Will Smith and the Men in Black now. Okay. What they said was some MTA. I'm waiting for Kasim to come up in here. If he does come up in here, he's probably working right now because he does an MTA thing. Yes, the tunnel. That's a fact. Eddie A coming through with the history. That is a fact. The Tunnel nightclub was a real train tunnel. That is a fact. You know what I'm saying? So the train is still down there. Some MTA workers had to go down there because they were doing some construction. All of them got, I don't know if they all got fired, but they all got interrogated. Yes, Joe Mers. They all got interrogated. So now one MTA worker only can go through these tunnels. Because these tunnels are sealed off to the public. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to get deep right now. But I see, as always, the chat is knowledgeable. So a lot of people don't know what's up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, so these tunnels here are abandoned. Only one person is allowed to walk these tunnels. You know what I'm saying? You can't touch that train. Yes, facts. Oh, I like that. Lucifer Brim. Lucifer Brim with the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Only one person can walk through this tunnel. Yeah. Facts. You see what I'm saying? Only one person. Only one person can walk through this tunnel. Like I said, they had MTA workers that went down there. I guess they was following the tunnels and they found it. You know what I mean? Because they don't tell nobody where it's at. All they tell you is by the Waldorf Astoria, but they don't tell you where. You're not allowed down there. If you get caught down there, you're going to jail. And you're going to the feds. They don't play that. They very serious about this tunnel right here. As you notice, it's like a historical landmark. Can they be able to use it in the future or be able to use it at all? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can't really say. But I know one thing, they're preserving it. Ah, yes, I remember that. Do you know the underground tunnels was what Mayor Giuliani, the problem after 9/11 with the gold? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Adrian Padilla. Trust me, I got a video on it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show you on it. They don't even do videos as far as Franklin D. Roosevelt's private training. No. But they have 102 that I found. I had to search for them. They take that serious, man. They don't want nobody in these tunnels. See what I'm saying? Because they're preserved. I think it's because they're national. They might be a national landmark. They even have an elevator somewhere in the back over there. There's an elevator that Franklin Roosevelt and his family used to take, and he used to go down right to where the train was there. And when you see the train, it didn't have a lot of windows and bulletproof. It had his car on it. Yeah. You're going to see it in a minute. Deep. You know, a lot of times we don't even know, man, there's another world under a world. Ah, E-Dog. Yo, E-Dog, salute E-Dog, 135th in the building. Shout out to Hill, Killer Richmond Hill. You already know. Man. Shout out my boy Blue Black and them. Man. Rat. Yo, you see what E-Dog said? They don't want people because of terrorist threats. They always scared our subway is going to get attacked by terrorists. I'm going to tell you right now, what I'm about to show you is going to bug you out. E-Dog, because you're going to be like, what? It happened. It happened. But before, I don't want to rush into everything, man. You know what I mean? I want to take everything by steps. You know what I'm saying? So the major thing right now is, yes, Lucifer Brim, I got some things coming up, bro. Trust me. So Roosevelt was crippled, white bull terrier, and he couldn't walk the streets. You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you one thing, bro. The man, they're telling you the power that the man had. Oh, my girl was in London when the terrorists blew up the subway out there. Yes, Jay Banda. He said that some of those tunnels go under and throughout the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, because remember, they built these tunnels under the water. First of all, remember that dude that tried to blow himself up and his shirt got burned? Yeah, Adrian Padilla. I remember that. Venezuela, do you know the president was a cripple? Yeah, something was wrong with him, but it was more that he's the president. You got to remember back in them days, man, it was no holds barred. They don't got the security that they had now. So back then they had to be creative. Oh, Richard DiGacha, he said I got lost for 3 hours and I went down like 5 stories down. It's deep. Did y'all see the Dark Days video? Because I remember when I left last time, I told a couple of people if they watched that Dark Days video. That Dark Days video was deep. Yes, Lucifer Brim. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing I want to show you is before, because I got another joint. You know what I'm saying? But I want to show y'all this joint here so y'all can see something. Check this out right here.
One of the strangest, most secret elements of Grand Central Terminal is this. Only in a terminal as huge as Grand Central Terminal would there be buried within a secret train station.
See what they said? They got interrogated. They don't play that about
this
that
train station, hidden within the 49 acres of Grand Central Terminal, was built for one person only. It was built for Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Now, we know today that FDR had polio and he couldn't walk. But believe it or not, that was kept from the public and the press. Most of the American public had no idea their own president had polio. Now, when he would arrive in New York City, he would arrive on his own private train. On that train would be a train car that carried enclosed within it his presidential Pierce Arrow limousine. There are many elements of this train car that were befuddling to us. One thing that made no sense to us at all were the suspension systems. Certain elements of it are vastly overbuilt. These suspension systems are so designed to eradicate any lateral motion, because with no musculature below his waist, that lateral motion would have him flop over in a car seat, in a train seat, etc. That train would come up right next to a secret train platform. A door would open up. He would be driven off that train car in that Pierce Arrow limousine, be driven down the platform, be driven directly into an elevator, custom designed for the length, width, weight of that limousine, and so high that the Secret Service could remain standing on the running boards. And by simply pushing a button, it would bring FDR and his staff all the way up, would stop, a door would open up, and he'd be backed out directly into the grand ballroom of the Waldorf Astoria, sight unseen by the public, by the press, and even by the Waldorf Astoria workers. And to this day, the special presidential suite at the Waldorf Astoria has a direct historic connection to this deep, dark, murky train station.
Yeah. See that? So I was looking at that and I was like, wow. So you see how they say they can still be used? That means those tracks still have current. They just keep it shut off. So what they're saying is that, for example, if there was an emergency or whatever, they'll still be able to use those tracks. So that's the reason why it's really serious if you go down there and you're not supposed to go down there. You see what they said? It was MTA workers doing their job. They're not all of them got interrogated, and some of them got fired. See what I'm saying? So that train linked him to the ballroom. So someone was traveling in style, y'all. You see what I'm saying? He was traveling in style through these tunnels. And the thing about it is that nobody knew. Nobody knew. You know what I'm saying? Bang, bang, bang. You already know. You know what I'm saying? It's, I was starting to do my research on it, and I find it very interesting. I'm saying to myself, like, yo, if these things are down there and they exist, and they make it such a big thing about you even going down and see it, you already know. Not only that they're still active, it might be more than something else going on down there. Right? It makes you think, because you say to yourself, you're like, hold up. And then you see the way they made his train. They made his train with shock suspensors. Yes. 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 He was very heavily protected. He wasn't getting to him. You see what I'm saying? And that's back then. Because the way he did it was, you got to come to him. And before you even get to him, you got to pass mad things. So it wasn't like you was just going to come up, run up on him, or you're going to snipe him from somewhere. Was not happening. Yes, the White Bull Terrier, I think it's probably the safest place. It's crazy to even say that, right? White Bull Terrier? To even say that, because look how it looks. Nah, they didn't even get hit, flooded. Official JB. They didn't even get flooded, Joe. Yeah, and it carried this bulletproof car. Yes, it did. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, people live, I think people live down here, but not in this area. They live further down, I think about a couple of miles down. You know what I'm saying? So they don't play. That's all I can say about that. You know what I'm saying? But then I was thinking about something, right? Since we talking about the train and the train tunnels, did y'all know that there are abandoned train stations down? Yo, that's a fact. UK, Gary Smith, salute. Did you know that they have abandoned train stations to this day that is still intact, that they ain't do nothing with? Fact, Shaq Bono. You know what I'm saying? I saw that Lucifer Brim. Oh, see, that part I don't know, because I didn't do the research on him, White Bull Terrier. He might have. You know what I'm saying? It might be a strategic reason for why he did, but I'm not sure on that one. How did they know the workers were there? Sensors. Yes, they got sensors all in here. Matter of fact, if I'm correct, you see where the lights is at back there? The sensors start from there. And you see they lit. So they keep the sensors on. They know if somebody go down there. Plus, I think they got security. I think they have security down there. So you just ain't going to wander around. I can tell you that off the bat. You're not going to wander around down here. I'm telling you, they're going to take you to jail. They don't play that with this tunnel right here. You see what I'm saying? I wonder what they'll do to the bums that might find their way to sensitive areas they keep themselves at. They get them out immediately. Immediately. Because they was repairing a tunnel. If you look at that video showing y'all the dark days, they was preparing a tunnel. And when Giuliani was in office, Giuliani actually went down into the tunnels with, his security force or whatever, and went down there and they kicked everybody out except for one lady. And the one lady said she was down there for what, like 23 years or something? Mm-hmm. She's been down there living under in the train tunnel for 23 years. Giuliani let her live. She's the only one. Jerry Green, 86th Street, 96 on 1 and 9 line. Yeah, remember the 9 line? They don't have the 9 line no more. But let me show you something, how these abandoned train stations still exist to this day, and people take chances. You know, the video I'm about to show you, this dude took a mad chance. He was there creeping around, looking, make sure nobody saw him, and he started to walk along. He started to walk along that the thing on the side where you could walk on. Yes, facts. So he decided to walk on that when nobody was looking, and he actually stepped foot in the station. No lie, but he was shook. You could tell he had. Remember, when you go to City Hall, for example, the last stop is City Hall. What these dudes did was they stood on the train because like they was running around asking people questions like, where's the old train station at the old City Hall? They asked the security guard, and the security guard told them that it's over there by the trees. So they was like, over there by the trees. There's nothing but trees there because everything is shut down. You see what I'm saying? But this dude was brave enough to walk on the side of those things, and he got to the abandoned station. Watch this. This dude, I give him his props, bro. He did it. Now check this out right here. This is some bugged out stuff. You see that? So this train station is still there. The only way you'll get to see it if you stay on the train and they don't see you. And when the train is going back to point A, it got to pass by the old City Hall station that was left abandoned years ago. That's what it looks like now. Now the reason he has to go is Because if the conductor sees him, he can get in trouble. So as you can see, it's still active, but it's not used. So now he was more bold than the other dudes. There was these two dudes that was looking for the abandoned train station and they couldn't find it. So they decided to stay on the train. All right. And the conductors and the workers ain't see them. And they stood on the train while the train went around to start from point A again. And they saw the station. That's how they saw it. Because I think somebody told them, they say the train station is still there. The train doesn't stop there. But it has to pass there because when it's going back to the yard or back to the point A, wherever it goes to, it has to pass through there. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they saw the station. You know what I'm saying? That's when they saw the station. So while they was watching, so that station looks gothic. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. But you know what? Look at their brick game, their tile game. Come on, bro. There's no station that's gonna look like that. I got you, White Bull Terrier. Where you gonna see a train station with the tile work and the extravagance? If you notice, back in the days, man, they really went 100% when they were building stuff. Look at how it's the oval shape. It's looking like crazy extravagant, bro. I came the train ones. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Yes, their craftsmanship was off the meter. Oh, you used to go subway surfing, Pilato? Yeah, I did that. I did that when I was younger too, man, on the A train. Yeah, I be knowing White Bull Terrier. Now, do people live down there? You see, you know what it is? Why the bums can't go in those areas? They're probably able to pass through there. I wouldn't put it past them. But they can't sleep in those areas because they check them. They do daily checks on those areas. If they didn't do checks on those areas, then the bums would have took that whole station over. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, Richard D. Gotcha. You saw the lights, right? They got chandeliers, yo. Yeah. All by hand. Facts. They put it together. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame that it was left abandoned and all that. But yo, look at that station. The problem with the station, if I'm correct, was that it only has one side. And because it only had one side, they had to make it where it had more than one side this way and one side that way. So that's the reason why they shut it down. And they didn't the only way you're going to see it, like I said, and don't take this as advice to do it. If you do it, you do it. But the only way you're going to see it is if you stay on the train, the 6th line. If you stay on the 6th line, and they don't see you on the train, then when the train's going to the yard or back around or whatever, then you're going to see it as it passes by. And another thing, be careful because when they go through there, they could go there. There's no regulations there, so they be going through there mad fast. Like the train that you saw just now, it was kind of going slow because I guess that conductor ain't want to play games with that curve. Because that was one of the problems, that curve. White bull terrier. You know what I'm saying? So I tell you, man, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things under the ground, bro. A lot of things under New York City. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because what was the name of the we talking about the third rail. What was the name? West Farms. I gotta check that West Farms joint out. The one on the one line was dirty. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I went down there twice in my lifetime. I did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna freestyle. I did it. I walked from one stop to another, right through the tunnel like this, but of course not this one. But the regular train tunnels, I walked from one stop to the other along that passageway right there. See that? Over here. You see that? I walked that from one stop to another. And as I was walking, I'm looking around and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I saw mad rats. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, them rats was bold as hell. They was not running from you. Oh, sorry, ball. It was not running from you at all. You know what I'm saying? But I did it just to check it out. I was curious. And then after the first time I went, I decided to do it again. But I almost got caught. And then I ain't mess with it no more. I ain't gonna lie. They don't play them games, man. You're not going to go in these tunnels like that. That's why a lot of these dudes that did these videos, they really sacrificed their freedom and all that to do the videos to show y'all stuff that you're really not going to see because they don't allow filming and none of that down there. I did it overground from the 125th to 137th Street on the one line. Oh, yeah. I remember that. On the outside, you know what's crazy about that, though? I remember I was a kid, and I was maybe about, I don't know, maybe about 7 years old, 6 years old, maybe. And I was in the park. And when I was in the park had the water that was coming out of the ground. I saw a worker fall off from the outside of the train, the A train, fall down, and then the car run over. Yeah. I think my mom hit me in the head because I started laughing. I thought it was a joke. Yes, Gary Smith. That is correct. Gary Smith came through with the knowledge right there. That is so true. They had their hands in everything. In everything they had their hands. You see what I'm saying? Nah, New York City was built before the mall. Nah, I mean, was it built before the mall? I mean, if it was built before the mall, I could say that, 1800s and whatever. But you got to remember, the first people that came over here were the Irish. You know, when a lot of people talk about East New York, Brooklyn, Brownsville, and all them other spots, they were straight Irish. Then the Italians came. You know what I'm saying? The Italians came. So you had basically Italians and Irish people around running these spots, which is crazy. You see how now people be like, yo, I'm from here. Before you was repping what you was repping, you got to do the history and see who was there before you. A good book on that is called Tough Jews. I'm going to write it down so y'all can see it. I don't know if they have a video on it. Oh. Excuse me, y'all. That's the name of it right there. Tough Jews. I read that book when I was in the port. You know what I'm saying? It basically gave you the story. Yeah, the Irish here first. Remember, that's where the police come from. Because when the Irish came here, they did their little takeover or whatever. Mulatto, John Gotti was from Brownsville. Nah, he was from East New York, which is kind of like the same thing. No, but East New York is East New York, and Brownsville is Brownsville, though. Yes, Ray Leon Rivera. Got it. Ray Leon Rivera came through. Yes. So a good book to read on that is Tough Jews, because it gives you the whole breakdown. True Irish will fight their ass off. Yes. So what the Irish did was they made the police. Because now you got other races or other nationalities coming in, and they was there, and they got to regulate that now because they were there first. Remember, in New York, most of the people back then were emigrating from Europe. And a lot of those buildings and all that, it was run by Irish and Italian gangsters. Telling you, bro. You know what I mean? So a good book to read on that, is Tough Jews. You know what I mean? They're gonna take you into the Mad Hatter. They're gonna take you into a couple of people that you heard of, Rothstein. There's a lot of mob dudes in that book, but it's the history concept that I got out of there. How they was telling you what's the charge trespassing? 140 point.
No, is it trespassing?
Oh, what's the charge? Trespass? Oh, yeah, you get trespassing. Now be careful. Some trespassing charges, Mayor Lansky, Pilato, my man. Some trespassing charges or slapping the wrist, a ticket. Some trespassing charges, you going to jail. You going, get handcuffed in the car, and you going to the precinct. So it depends on what type of trespassing you're doing. Don't ever think that, you know what I'm saying, trespassing is a minor trespassing is a minor charge. Salute, Burt Gummer, salute. Yeah, Murder Inc. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. The mob had a lot to do with everything, man. They had their hands in everything. But the historical values, what? Salute to my Irish people. I have a lot of good friends that are Irish. Yeah, me too. You know what I mean? And a lot of people were part of the debate, but they were the first ones here. That's why they made the police. Because they was here, other nationalities was coming on, they're going through Ellis Island, and now they're coming into the boroughs. They're coming into Brooklyn. Yes, Bugsy Siegel, no. Facts. They're coming into Brooklyn. They're coming into Manhattan. They're coming into all these places. And the Irish is like, hold on. They got a different way of living, man. We need rules now. Because it's not just us here now. Now it's a bunch of other different nationalities. And they made the police force, which was a gang. I don't even know if y'all knew that. The police force was a gang back then. Because everybody ran like a gang. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ran like a gang. So the police force was actually a gang, but their ideology was we're ganged up because we got to protect the people. I thought original police was to catch runaway slaves. It could have been at one time before them. I can't say, but I can tell you right. Salute James Keels. Hold up, somebody said Mayor Lasky, government agent after World War II. Government made agreement to protect docks. Oh, yes. That is so true. That is very true. That's in the book. Tough Jews. That's a fact. Murder Inc. came from Brownsville, the real murder, and not the rappers. Yeah. This is the real deal right here. This is where people get their stuff from. The movie Gang of New York, 5 points. Yes, Richard D. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? That's how it happened back then. Pilato said I wouldn't call them informants. What happened with that situation right there was they made an agreement. Aber Anastasia, that's the Mad Hatter. They killed him in the barber shop. He was getting his hair cut and they slit his throat. Yes, and then they went to Vegas. That's true, Lucifer Brent. I love this chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the people in this chat is smart people, man. Can't beat that. You know what I'm saying? But yes, you're correct. That is correct. The government came to them for help. That's a fact, Pilado, because they had the docks on lock. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the white bull terrier, the black hand. They had the docks on lock. So they had to go to them and be like, yo, man, you know, we need y'all to ease up. And they was like, all right, pay us some money, and the docks is good. Yes, that's why the mob lived so long until they were using unions to get into the government. Yeah. Yeah, they clapped them. That's a fact. Major Richard D. Gotcha. Yes, you're right. Matter of fact, hold up. That's a good one because I could have sworn they slit his throat. Let me see. T Murder Inc. started in Brownsville, both Jews and Italians. That is correct, Pilado. That is very correct. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, so assassination. So it says Albert Anastasia was assassinated, they said, right? So what they're saying is that on March 17, 1921, Albert Anastasia was convicted of murdering longshoreman George Torino. See? They put their pressure down on those docks. That's why they had to go to the mall to get protection in those docks. So they was laying it down. Nah, but I'll read that. Anastasia was convicted of murdering longshoreman George Torino as the result of a quarrel. He was sentenced to death and sent to Sing Sing State Prisoner up the river. Oh, that's another thing I was gonna say. Jimmy Hoffa might be buried under that tunnel behind you. He might be. He might be. You know, I believe that that's the greatest mystery that won't ever be solved. Same way like John Gotti's son. He ain't gonna find the dude that ran him over. You know what I'm saying? So it's deep. So they say so he got shot in his hotel. Actually, they got the pictures of his death. That's him right there. They got the picture of him. 10 witnesses, 10 shots fired. The man had 10 witnesses against him, and all of them got killed. You know what I'm saying? Yo, make sure you punch that like button on the way in, man. Let your presence be known, man. You know what I'm saying? Let them know who you be. Boom, I'm in here. What's up? You know what I'm saying? John Gotti's downfall was his mouth. Reminds me of someone named Queen. Yeah. Yeah. He's on the wall of some building. Yes. Scheme, you know Ricochet from 111. Scheme. He's in there?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh.
He's a troll.
Oh, okay. So, you know, my whole thing with that is, you know, there's a lot of history, man, that has been abandoned. So, you know, Now that we on quarantine or whatever, and we got this virus running around, and we can't be outside and doing things that we want to because we can't. See, me, I'm not one of those people who be like, nah, I don't believe in that, this, that, and the third. I'm going outside, blah, 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 blah. No. My health is more important. When this passes, I'll probably be the first one out. Yes, Venezuela Reyes. That's a good one. Venezuela Reyes is on point today. He said that's why Mayor Giuliani used the RICO on the mob. Because after World War II, they were a real corporation. They were paying taxes. Of course, you know where they're going to learn that from. I read that book, Bert Gummer, on the Westies. Vicious. Yes. The Craze. I'm going to look them up. You know, that's my type of stuff, man. I love history, man. You know what I'm saying? But here's a part of history that y'all not going to like. This one here shows a little something different. Check this out. All right, y'all see this right here? Watch this. So it says the Army tested germ warfare on the New York City subway by smashing light bulbs full of bacteria. On June 6, 1966, a group of U.S. Army scientists made their way into the 7th and 8th Avenue lines of the New York City subway. Some carried air sampling machines in boxes and on belts. Others carried light bulbs. The light bulbs were packed with about 175 grams of Bacillus subtilis, bacteria then known as Bacillus globigli, approximately 87 trillion organisms in each. The plan was to shatter them and then use the sampling machines to see how they spread through the subway trains and tunnels. This test was one of the least 239 experiments conducted by the military in a 20-year germ warfare testing program that went on from 1949 to 1969. These experiments then used bacteria to simulate biological weapons, were conducted on civilians without their knowledge or consent. That stands in direct violation of the Nuremberg Code, which stipulates that voluntary informed consent is required for research participants. And while the people who conducted these experiments did so under the belief that the bacterial species they used were harmless, it has since been revealed that they can cause health problems. They are all considered pathogens now, says Leonard Cole, the director of the Terror Medicine and Security Program at Rutgers, New Jersey Medical School, who documented these experiments in his book. That's the germ right there. Now you see, that's the germ right there. So this germ, I guess they found a way to put it into the light bulbs. They started smashing the light bulbs, and they had these meters or readers that was showing how fast that bacteria can float in the air and travel through the whole subway system. Which is crazy because basically they use innocent civilians as what? Guinea pigs. You know what I'm saying? Use them as guinea pigs, bro. So, it's crazy. Biological warfare has been around for the longest of times. That's why we went through the joint. That's why we went through the joint with the islands. And even right here on the land, under the land, they were doing experiments. So experiments been around for a long time. This is 1966. Who knows what else they used before that? Remember back earlier from 66 going into the 40s and 30s and 20s, they really had no cure for some of these things, these bacterial germ warfare, and they had to go to these labs to figure out how to conquer those things. Because as it happens, you know, biological warfare is something of the future. So these are things that, you know, I studied. So I'm saying to myself, you break I know when I was working construction, they told us don't break the light bulbs. Ah, good information, Bert Gummer. He said they did the same thing on the West Coast in Oregon. Maybe they released germs off the coast and let the sea fog spread it into the land, then documented how far inland people got sick. So now y'all know the law. There's a law against doing that. It's got to be voluntary, consensual, and informative, meaning that you got to know what you're getting yourself into. I've heard of people who said that they get paid to be experiment and they leave their crib for about 2 days or whatever. Bro, I ain't trying to experiment with anything. Sorry. You showed me that you could live with it, then I'll go with it. Shice the 8. Did Mike Cross and Fade Pimp? Nah, Shice the 8. You know, you gotta remember there's a lot of stuff that been twists and turns because these fools get online and they start talking all this craziness that they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. They've been out the loop for like 2-3 decades. They just jump it onto the internet scene. Now they talk this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? The funniest thing I saw the other day was yesterday was something where they had like 4 heads on there that was from OGs from LA. And they had this bozo Amy was on it, looking real stupid. Yes, Lucifer Brim, that is correct. I actually read on that one. I got an old newspaper article. Well, I don't have it anymore. I had a newspaper article on that. And you know it's crazy because I carried it from Auburn to Attica, Comstock. I went to all these joints, and I had the article with me for a while until once I left everything back. Yes, for the truth serum. That's correct. But if you look nowadays, you know, some people are passing the polygraph test and they lying. See what I'm saying? So it's deep, man. It's deep. Like I said, it's deep. You know what I mean? So, you know, today I wanted to get into the tunnels, the underground. Every time we come on, we're gonna learn something new here. We're gonna learn about the secrets that they have underground. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna check it, Lucifer. You know, there's a lot of history right under us. There's a lot of history right across the water. You know what I mean? You got islands across the water abandoned. You got train tunnels on the bottom abandoned. They still have what they had. Look at Franklin D. Roosevelt's train. It's still down there parked. You know what I'm saying? It's still down there parked. So, you know, you got a lot of things, man. You got a lot of things, man, that you need to that is good to look up. These things are good to know. They help. Sometimes an answer from the past can give you a motive for the future. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, Gary Smith. That's what we do here, man. We talk about things that benefit, you know, the mind. You know, I know it's good looking, Pilato. You know, I know that during this quarantine, man, people, you know, like yesterday, I put up that video with them bozos. You know, we gotta laugh. So why not laugh at the bozos? You know what I'm saying? Why not? You know what I mean? Because I know that, you know, people going through things I be getting hit on my DM. They be like, "Yo, Cat, man, I was stressing out, but that video you put up had me dying laughing." You know, because like I said, man, you know, you keep people where they're supposed to be at, man. If they on bozo status, they stay on bozo status. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I just want us to be able to learn and communicate with each other. You know what I'm saying? Palato laughing. Palato saw that video. Yeah, anytime I'm feeling bored or whatever, I just put them bozos up. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't take them dudes serious, man. They ain't serious. They're not. You know what I'm saying? They ain't nobody. They only computer people. People that on the computer, there's somebody. You know, I was watching an interview the other day with Nuke. And Nuke said a tough guy is somebody that is willing to kill himself or take it in the back. That's what he said. He said that a tough guy is somebody that is willing to kill himself, because it says it takes a tough guy to kill it. And, you know, in a way, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you got to be a bad to kill yourself. And then to take it in the back, that one, I don't know if that consists of being tough. Some people do that out of lust. You know what I mean? Look at Amy in them. But, you know, my whole thing with that is that black people were in New York before the Irish, I believe. They ain't have it too good, though. I mean, they probably was here, too. But, you know, one thing I noticed when I read the book Tough Jews is that they gave pictures and all that. You know what I mean? So it's something to think about, something to research on. You know what I mean? If y'all do a research and y'all find something, hit me with it. You know what I'm saying? If it's something to talk about, I'm with it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, man, we're not going to be entertaining these bozos all the time. You know, O'Neal Perez, he said, "Yo, Wildcat about time." You know, I was laughing when he said that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I just didn't feel like putting nothing on them dudes till yesterday. Yesterday, you know what I mean? I was feeling under the weather, so I said, put this video up. You know what I'm saying? Let these dudes know he's still on bozo time. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? But, yo, like I said, man, history is the best option to keep your mind off the travesty. Because it keeps you researching, it keeps you watching videos, and you know what I'm saying? I do that all day. I watch videos and stuff like that on all this historical stuff, and I say to myself, like one day when this coronavirus ends, you know, maybe probably in June, July, or whatever, when they say, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna want to ask permission or somewhere and see if I can get down to these places as a tourist or something. You know what I mean? Well, I'm not a tourist, I'm a New Yorker, but you know, these places are just forbidden for you to go to. But imagine, you got a train that's taking you right to the club. That man had it made. You know what I'm saying? That's indentured servitude. What is different? Got you. Salute, Lord Time. Yeah, I mean, listen, we can't you be having trouble? Can you be having trouble? Oh, yeah, I be knowing. Plus, you got troll pages that come up in here. Salute, Sorenes. Watch how now they will laugh that you worked in a supermarket, not knowing that there is no shame in working. Listen, I don't care what I was doing when I was 16, 17 years old, 18 years old. Job is a job. You know what I'm saying? If you go and say, "Oh, he's working in the supermarket," okay. Oh, don't tell me you was the kingpin. That's Soren, right?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Shout out Soren S. Yeah, they're gonna say, "Oh, he's working in the supermarket." Yeah, they need content. They need things to talk about. I already said what I had to say, and I already showed the evidence, the proof. I mean, I don't make up stuff. Oh yeah, he's Marcus Spellman. Who the hell is Marcus Spellman? You know what I'm saying? Who's that? You know, All they do is try to make things up as they go. People are saying we get another wave of this virus. I hope not. Actually, I think we all get another wave of this virus, yo. We all remember there's 7 strains to it. There's some strains that hit animals but don't hit humans. And there's some strains that, it's different, bro. It's a lot of things. That's why we gotta protect ourselves. We gotta be smart. We gotta be safe. You know what I'm saying? We can't go on and think like, that's the reason why I live. Spellman is a Harry Potter name. Yo, it probably is. You heard? It probably is. Listen, all that was a throw off. Is to throw the attention off Amy. That's all it is. That's what all those little pages are for. To throw the attention off Amy. But I don't argue with those other pages. The hell with them. I'm going to strictly Amy and Corey Queen. Those two is the ones that I be coming after. Those other little pages ain't worth it. Yo, Soren S. That thumbnail is classic. Yo, how many people in here saw that thumbnail? That's a fact, official JB. Let me tell you something. Supermarket jobs are good. Some supermarket jobs you get paid like $600 a week, $700 a week, and they give you free food. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said, man, them dudes bozos, man. This dude over here talking about, I'm living by college. The first thing he said is a Dunkin' Donuts by me. Dunkin' Donuts. This dude here is incredible. Sunken sodas. This dude is a real, when he farts, you gotta get up out that room. You gotta get up out of there. I remember that one, Louis Griot. The Western Beef on Empire. That's a fact. By the old skating ring. Yes. Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, we do big things over here, man. We into the small things. But that thumbnail is a classic thumbnail, y'all. When I look at a store manager at a supermarket makes over $100K a year. That's a fact, Bert Gomer. That's a fact. But you know what they gonna say? Dudes working in supermarkets and they were driving Benzes and Beamers and flying from this country to another, and they got a yacht on the side of Shooter's Bay. Get out of here with that. 1,500 MTA was sick during this coronavirus. 52 died. 41% of Latinos got affected. 38% of African Americans got affected. 17 was white. I know it was a very upset and wondering why. Interesting. I don't know. That's something to research. You see Pistol Gang? I'm going to research that. You know what I mean? But that's only because the strain. Remember, what Snow City be saying about them is true. Yeah. What Snow City be saying about them dudes is true. It's not a lie. What Snow Billy, excuse me. What Snow Billy be saying is true. They just laid off 300 people from hospital in my city yesterday. Yeah, man. This is getting crazy. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm about to get up out of here. Ooh, I got to figure out a way to eat. I haven't had no appetite, man. It's good for my diet. You know what I'm saying? I need to eat. You know what I mean? One thing I got to respect a lot of people in the chat. I'll be seeing y'all in the comments of these other bozos joints, and y'all be putting them in a check. And, enough respect to you for that because, you know what I'm saying? I respect loyalty. I respect realism. You know what I mean? So shout out to all the people in the chat, man, because I'll be seeing y'all. Don't think I don't see it. I be seeing it. Facts, Pistol Gang. Facts. Oh, shout out to Shooter93, man. Make sure y'all go get that fact rap too. You know what I mean? He's changing the game, man. He's changing the game. Oh, that's the Billy right there. Changing the game. You know what I mean? Shout out Shooter93, man. Make sure y'all go check out that fact rap, man. He got a lot of good music, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good music. Yeah, Pistol Gang. Hey, yo, Pistol Gang, I gotta find something to eat. I ain't gonna lie. I think for the last 2 days, what I ate a soup.
Soup and half a muffin.
Yeah, for the last 2 days, I ate a soup and a half a muffin, yo. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta get my stuff straight. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not good. But you know, at the end of the day, man, you know what I mean? We're gonna all get there, man. So with that, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. Make sure I got something. Yeah, Shooter wasn't too top. That's a fact. Fact. I hope Fred the Godson gets better. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Fred the Godson, man. Fight through that, man. Hope he gets better. You know what I'm saying? Word. Okay. So, you know, I'm getting information as I'm doing my live. It's crazy. But like I said, you know, let's stay abreast of everything. I'm telling you now, when you buy something from the store, even if you wash your hands afterwards, you're gonna touch the same item again. So to be on the safe side, wash the item before you open it. You know what I'm saying? Don't play games. You know what I'm saying? Don't play games. Wash up. The like I said, as a fact, Free Rod Diggs. You know what I'm saying? Wash up. Wash that stuff up, man. You touch a bag of chips, wash the bag of chips. You get a can of something off the shelf, wash it. I'm on it, yo. I'm not playing no game. Because this stuff here don't care. And them trailers are getting fuller and fuller. So let's all be knowledgeable of how we move. Let's wash the stuff that we pick up off the shelves, and let's wear those face masks, and make sure, facts, E-Dog, fat rap, and make sure, you know what I'm saying, that you're flushing. Drink a lot of these. Make sure you flush it.
He said he likes all his shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I disinfect everything. I'm not trusting it, man. I'm not trusting it. I'm not taking them chances. You know, for those of you that know boxing, what do you think made Roy Jones so dominant? What made Roy Jones so dominant was he knew he could beat most of the people that he fought against. But when there was one that was dominant and he would have a challenge on him, he waited till the right time. So take his hype away. It's all strategic, man. Shout out to Roy Jones Jr. One of the best that ever did it, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think on our next topic, we're gonna go into some boxing. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, what y'all want to talk about on the next one? Let me see what y'all say before I go off. What y'all want to talk about? I mean, because I'm definitely into the boxing. Yeah, his speed was incredible. Even at an old age, that man could hit you with a 6-punch combination easy. When he was 40. You know what I'm saying? Some things don't go. Boxing, law. Boxing. All right, so maybe we'll do a little bit of law and we'll do a little bit of boxing.
The laws of boxing.
Huh?
I said the laws of boxing.
Oh, the laws of boxing? Okay. Ladybug came through with a good one. She came up with the title. That's the title of the next joint, The Laws of Boxing. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go into a little bit of boxing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all see how I be doing it. I goes back to the 1800s on up. The cat he be digging deep. I got you, Burger. I got you. Yeah, so okay. I watched it too the other day, Gary Smith. Cat, you watched the video of my train? Yes, I did. Yes. You know, that's one thing. Once this coronavirus is over with and I'm done with my therapy, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going back in there, train a couple people, you know what I'm saying? Help them get into the Golden Glove. A lot of people don't know when you achieve the Golden Glove, that's one of the most greatest things. My mom would not give me my chain back. My mom would not give me my chain back that I got when I won the Golden Glove. She would not give it back to me. Right now, she ain't even talking to me. But if we was talking, she's not going to give me that chain back. It's so good, though. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I want to see somebody make it. I want to help somebody make it. Oh, the silver. Yes. Yo, listen, ain't nothing more spectacular than when you win the gloves. Even if it's silver. Even when it's for those of y'all that don't know, I messed up my opportunity to go to Seoul. Facts. I messed up my opportunity to go to Seoul when the Olympics was in Seoul. Went to jail. You know what I'm saying? So for all the young people out there, if you're trying to get there to the boxing, man, stay out of jail, man. I messed up my career. I could have done so many things, man. You know what I'm saying? But I messed my career up. You know what I mean? Going to jail. Ended up staying in jail for over a decade. It was over. You see what I'm saying? Talent abandoned. So, you know what I mean? If you're a young brother or sister out there and you're trying to get into the sports and to the boxing and all that, stick to that game. Oh, okay, Pistol Game. I'm going to check that out. On ABC, it's called For Life. All right, I'm going to check that out, Pistol Game. I appreciate that. D Knight said boxing is hard too. Yeah, man, it's a lot of discipline, a lot of training. You know what I mean? We don't do that peekaboo garbage. We just tap you all around while you're trying to peekaboo, boom. Did y'all remember the fight with Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier? So how Joe Frazier was the master of that style because that style was made for little dudes that's really small. So they gotta come up under. But Joe, Muhammad Ali was just bing, get out of here, bing, get out of here. Tapped them all up. If it wasn't for the fact that Joe Frazier must have had a hell of a head, Joe Frazier would have been, the average person would have been knocked out. Oh, my son. Yes, I used to do that too, D-Nice. Yo, D-Nice, I was so on it. It's on tonight, so it's at 10 o'clock. I'm going to watch it. I was so on it, drinking the 8 eggs. Look, the eggs, though, I didn't get from boxing. That's the funny part. The eggs I got from Hulk Hogan. I used to watch Hulk Hogan. Yes, I was a Hulkamaniac. I used to watch Hulk Hogan drink like 8 eggs. Blue? Man, listen. My boxing trainer took me to the doctor to do a checkup, and I couldn't fight one time because my cholesterol level was high as hell. Yeah, that peekaboo, man. Don't do peekaboos. Get out of here with that garbage. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Holyfield was a warrior, though, Lucifer. Holyfield was a warrior. I give him all his props, man. That man was a warrior. Yeah, he was a warrior. You know what I'm saying? Holyfield was a warrior. All right, so I give him his props, man. He got bit by Tyson. You know what I'm saying? He went to wars with Riddick Bowe. You know what I mean? Son really went through it. But see, I don't want to get into that because it's going to turn into a boxing conversation. Stop luring me in, man. I see y'all. I'm watching y'all. Trying to lure me in. Stop it, Fob. Hey, yo, man. So let me get up out of here, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all coming in. Like I said, don't think I don't be seeing y'all in the comments of these other bozos when they start spreading all that lies and all that trickery stuff. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes ain't got no power. They make threats. Cause I heard Pilato and a couple of people talking about threats. That's all they worth is a threat. You know what I'm saying? These are the dudes that when you see them in person, they're up to your waistline, you smack them, and they fall down their butt. You know what I'm saying? These are not dudes that are built for tough. They just dudes that you shut up, shorty. Shorty, sit down, shorty, sit down. You soft. You know what I'm saying? That's actually good, D-Nice, to be able to run some hills. I was doing that this morning, messing around with the wife. Me and her chasing each other around the crib, but I could get up those steps still. I could get up them steps. Yo, I can get up them steps, yo, still to this day. And that's like, and yo, and for those that don't know, because my brother, I don't know where he at. Well, my brother will tell you that's part of the army training. Because my brother's in the service. As a matter of fact, I think they got him in another country right now. I'm not sure. Nah, D-Nice, all is in your mind. You keep yourself in shape, you'll still be able to do maybe not as much as you used to, but some. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to it. It's level. Facts, pistol game, facts. You know what I'm saying? So listen, man, everybody be safe. Sanitize yourself. Stay 6 feet away from people, or you're going to end up, listen, I look at it like this. I stay away from people because I don't want to end up in the train. You heard? That's as serious as it gets. I don't want to end up in the trailer. You know what I mean? So let's be smart. Let's respect. Shout out to Mayor de Blasio, too. You know what I mean? Salute Mayor de Blasio. Because I saw Mayor de Blasio this morning. Yo, that man is a mastery when he answers his questions. If y'all didn't see that live he did this morning, I would recommend y'all watch that live that he did this morning. He's for the people. He said that he's not shutting blocks down. They want to shut the blocks down in the city. But he's not shutting them down. He's improvising. You know what I'm saying? So as you get older, work on fighting on angles and counterpunching. That's a fact, like Johnny Tapia. Johnny Tapia was an older dude. But when you're boxing with him, you come out of nowhere. See, y'all lowering me in again. Y'all lowering me in again. Salute Ray Leon Rivera. Well, you know, Mayor de Blasio, I learned from him this morning watching his live. You know what I mean? He had mad heads in there. I don't know, 125,000. Those numbers are ridiculous. He had a lot of people. But the way he was answering the questions and the things that he was saying, man, that man is for the people. New York City has ever had. But that's up for debate, man. You know what I'm saying? So all of y'all be safe, man. Be careful, man. Spread love, not hate. You know what I'm saying? When there's people out there that want to promote propaganda, you know what I'm saying? You know, let them recycle their own followers over there. So when this dude thinking he going high, only reason he going high because he got somebody else. Yes. Yes, pistol game. Yeah, I be knowing D-Nice, but you know what you do, D-Nice? Show him a little bit more love. Because, you know, you got to remember, our way of things was more stringent than what these kids are used to today. You know what I'm saying? So we got to show them a little bit more love, and then they'll understand. I was out here, the people that I was out here with before I got locked up, that were like 18, 19, and now they're about 29, 30. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but love with me and them. You know what I'm saying? Facts, Pistol Gang. Ain't nothing but love between me and them. You know what I mean? I was with them for like 7 years out here clubbing, doing all kinds of stuff with them, man. Shout out to Slim. You know what I mean? Shout out to Slim. You know what I mean? My boy Slim. Shout out Blue Black. You know what I mean? Shout out Killer. You know what I mean? Shout out Benji. Gotta give a shout out to Benji. That's my boy right there. And the Billy Benji, the homie. Shout out to Benji. You know what I mean? His artwork, y'all see it every day on that 212 garbage. His artwork is always on TV. Salute, man. Nothing but love. Y'all already know. Wildcat is in the building. I'm about to get up out of here. Connect. You know what I mean? And we're off.